San Jose to provide 70,000 housing units by 2031. That's a lot. Make sure you like and share this. If you watch this, please do like and share whatever platform you're on. I'd appreciate it. Freddie Mac is tightening the lending rules to detect fraud, and we'll go into that real quick. And then landlords are complaining because states are sealing eviction notices or records. And yep, and then register to vote, bank-owned property of the week, Apple home of the week, and Mountain View home of the week, as well as the 40-day on-market report. Let's get moving here. Lots to go over here. Okay, real quick. San Jose is trying to develop 70,000 units by 2031. And I think this was promoted, I want to say 3 years ago, 4 years ago. So you're seeing a lot of building, a lot of different things that are coming along. Now, we don't know where this is going to be, the Aquino. Maybe you do. I don't know. I haven't seen it yet. But 70,000 units, that's a lot. And it's going to be a huge burden on our infrastructure, on the roads, on utilities, on water, etc. You name it. It's going to be really tough for us to put this through. But what you're going to see is a lot of older buildings getting demolished and more high rises coming. And I know you see it when you go to Sunnyvale and Cupertino and Mountain View. This is just one of the places that we need to put more units in. And yes, they're going to be rentals. There's a lot of them are be rentals. There's some that are market rate, which are below market rate for low income. And it's a good thing. It's going to be tough. It's going to be dirty. And it's going to be a lot of construction, slow driving for a long time, for the next few years. Just got to put up with it. Freddie Mac tightens lending rules to in a bid to detect fraud. Now, this is mostly on appraisal fraud, believe it or not. I started digging into it yesterday and learning more about what appraisal fraud is, and it's pretty widespread. There's a lot of pressure where lenders are putting pressure on the appraisers to bump up the numbers. And if you know the Trump lawsuit, blah, 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 this is a general way of practice for how commercial property is done. It's trickling into real estate or residential real estate, and it's kind of a normalized thing, but Freddie Mac is pushing back now. And if you look here, right here where I have it highlighted, it says Freddie Mac is going to require that loan docs come directly from borrowers, because what lenders will do is they'll take that loan application and everything else and mark it up or modify it, which is loan fraud. It's illegal. They should go to jail for that. There's certain businesses that are not allowed to even do Freddie Mac loans anymore, which is Meridian Capital, and there's another couple of them here too. But if you want to read more about it, the link's going to be in my blog. Landlords are making it more difficult to be a landlord today. They're going to start sealing eviction records. Now, part of the problem is when a landlord submits an eviction claim, there's not a lot of closure to it, and there's very ambiguous information that comes for it in order to just get it done. And it's a tough thing. But what they're doing is making it much more difficult. If you're a serial evictee, meaning you get into an apartment or a house, and then you stop paying, and then you get evicted, and then you move on to the next house. One, shame on you. Two, you're taking away from a small business, and you're defrauding. You're actually a criminal at that point. However, the way the rules are set up to protect the tenant, and it's not just California, it's multiple states, actually 17 states that they're working on right now to make it even more difficult for landlords to screen for tenant eviction history. It's difficult. It's very, very difficult for everybody doing it. What happens if you have the scarlet E on your credit report? Well, there's not much you can do about it. First of all, you should be paying your rent no matter what. And I know that this started really being an issue when COVID happened. We put a moratorium on evictions and bank-owned properties, which we'll get into next. And It made it really difficult. There's a huge quagmire, and right now there's no easy way to be a landlord, and there's a lot more fraud happening on the tenant side. This segment is brought to you by the Home Inspection Checklist. If you're thinking about selling your house, lots of people have downloaded it so far. This is great for people to go through and check off what's right and what's wrong with their house. No house is ever perfect. So you go through and fix your refrigerator or your dishwasher or your electrical system or what have you, and get things fixed before you put it on market. We always suggest you do a professional home inspection in the first place. One, it's third party. You're not actually disclosing what's wrong with it, and they're trained to look for certain things that your eyeball probably won't catch, since we're all considered laymen. So this is just a good first step, and always disclose what you've done to your property. Okay. 40 days on market. This guy right here kind of caught my eye. It's been on market for a really long time. 115 days, I believe. Oh, no, 40 days. Sorry. 40 days right on cue. It's the wrong one. But 6-bedroom, 3.5 bath, 3,500 square feet in Morgan Hill. It's a good buy, guys. If you're thinking about buying it, this one might be an issue because of tenants or something. This is 90 days on market. I looked at Ingram Court, which is here in Blossom Valley, and I wanted to take a look at it. This is the one that's 112 days on market. I wonder why this one's on market for so long. And, maybe it's overpriced. Maybe they're trying to make the market, or maybe they think that this was last year. I don't know. But it's a pretty looking house. I've sold this unit a few times. It's a nice, big, open plan. It's 2,300 square feet, 5-bedroom, 3 baths. There's the third bedroom's downstairs near the family room. And yeah, it's a good unit. It's a good setup. Let's see. We'll get into that in a minute. Oh, this one right here. This is a bank owned here right down the street. It just flipped 6 days ago into a bank owned property. If you look, this was on short sale for 364 days. 364 days. Couldn't sell it for 1.3 million, and now it's for 1.619. So yeah, I don't think they did anything to it. Let's see if they actually have pictures. Nope, they took all the pictures down. Looks like maybe they cleaned it up a bit. Yeah, they cleaned up the front, but I couldn't tell you what it looks like inside. Let's take a look. Oh. Yeah, this one's going to sit for a while. This is in North Blossom Valley of San Jose. Ooh, this is it's a lot of work that needs to go into that. I can tell you that it's not going to sell for 1.6. It'll be a while for this one to sell, considering this one over here, which is a little bit further away from central Silicon Valley. This one's a 5-bedroom, 2,300 square feet, and this one is 2,500 square feet, 3-bedroom, 4 baths. And this is a split level. Yeah, this one needs a little bit of work. Okay. Hey, if you haven't registered to vote, register to vote. I don't care which side of the aisle you vote on. It's our duty and our right as American citizens to vote. I am a naturalized citizen. I was born in Canada, came here when I was in 3rd grade, I think, 1975. Became a naturalized citizen after I joined the Marine Corps, served a few years, got out, and now I get to serve jury duty. But I also get to vote and pay taxes. All right. And then the last thing is this 40 days on market report, 198. It's gone up a little bit. So that means the market's slowing down. Not by a whole lot, but it's slowing down. And then 51 days or 51 units for 90 days on market. That's when I got stored on here. And then all of California went up just a tad bit. It went up by 13. So we're seeing more REOs come, and there's a lot of people that are saying there's more bank owns coming. There's a shadow inventory that's popping in. We're not going to see a lot here in California, not like what we're seeing in Texas and Florida and all those other places. So just be careful. And the last thing is for sale. We have 484. We need to be about 1,000 in San Jose, and in Santa Clara we need to be about 2,000. There's been a lot more units put up the last week, which is good. So we need to get that to be a balanced market. There you go. That's it. That's our 40-day on days on market report in Santa Clara County. I'm Vito with Abitano. We'll see you out there.